Off the top tonight, more fallout over an incident involving Grand Rapids police and 5 black school kids stopped by officers at gunpoint on their way home after a basketball game.
Well, yesterday, unions representing police defended the officers' actions. Some community leaders quickly responded today, saying changes and an apology are needed.
24-hour News 8's Ken Colker is live outside of the Grand Rapids Police Department headquarters with more on these developments tonight. Ken?
Yeah, Brian and Marley, community leaders, as you said, today were quick to respond to the statement released by the 2 unions representing Grand Rapids police and command officers.
I think the statement is irresponsible.
The local NAACP leader says the black children ages 12 through 14 deserve an apology from the officers who detained them at gunpoint, not just from the police chief.
And that's just, to us, kind of a humane thing to do and simple.
The 5 were walking home after playing basketball when Grand Rapids officers ordered them to stop, handcuff them, and place them in patrol cars. Police had responded to a call about a fight and were looking for a teen reportedly armed with a gun. None of the 5 were armed.
If this is protocol in terms of how you detain and treat teens and youth, then there probably needs to be a change in that protocol.
He says police have discretion and would not have treated white kids the same. At a city commission meeting Tuesday night, community members called for a change in police protocol and policy. That led to a joint statement by the Grand Rapids Police Officers Association and Grand Rapids Police Command Officers Association, decrying the constant barrage of complaints and demonstrations against police. They say there is no need for a policy change. Today, Link Up, which works with urban neighborhoods in Grand Rapids, released a statement calling the union's position dangerous.
Yeah, I think the issue involved is not about having bad police officers. The issue is that there is a protocol in place that is causing significant damage to the relationship between the community and the police department. How do we change procedures to ensure that police officers are kept safe when they're dealing with very dangerous people, but that the community members kept safe and the children are kept safe when they're having these interactions with the police officers as well? And right now we don't have it right yet in Grand Rapids.
Now, Link Up is encouraging residents to attend community meetings next Tuesday and Wednesday when the city will release final results of its race-based study of police traffic stops. Now, we have a link to that on our website. Live in Grand Rapids, Ken Colker, 24-hour News 8.
This is on Francis, Grand Rapids, Michigan. These are young boys that all of these police have laid out and their guns are drawn. I don't see a purpose. Oh, there's 2 boys.
No, there was more than them. They telling them. No, there was more than
compliant.
They all doing that to every one of them. There was
they
more
have
than 2 of them.
4 guns drawn on them right now. Totally compliant, no weapons. Young boys. They can't be more than 12.
And them boy ain't even taller than the car.
This is crazy.
Some little kids going to meet up with some girls. That's what I'm doing.
Wow.
They're
babies.
Right there.
And there's one more. So their order is to stand up and put their hands behind the back of their head and walk backwards, where they're being arrested, but I can't see what for. It looks like there's some parents down there. Everybody that's down there is calm. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 7 cars from what I can see, cop cars.
And there's one on the other end too, blocking off the street.
And then there's one at the other end blocking off the street, so we can't. This one. So we can't leave the street. I can't imagine how fucking terrified he must be. He has all those guns drawn on him. He can't be more than 12. I'm terrified, and I'm in the car down the street.
They don't understand how terrifying they are. They don't. And they think it's okay to walk around the neighborhood treating everybody like dirt.
Wow.
Like we
Look,
inferior.
He's getting out.
Yes, sir.
He's very compliant. This is insane. I can't believe this. So he's being handcuffed. Did you see him pat him on the back? What was that supposed to be? A good job? What the fuck was that?
Thanks for listening.
Somebody is down there. Do you see all the people across the street just congregated like that? Okay, so they just unblocked the road. That's that other cop that was at the corner right there. Wow. So now, it sounds like there's a confrontation.
She won't see her baby. She won't know what's going on. I want to know too why you got guns drawn on some kids.
I guess they're now getting statements. Let's just go, because I don't want them to come down here saying shit to me or us. Let's just go. The kids are fine for now. Well, y'all, Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Watch, cops hold 5 innocent children at gunpoint for no reason, claim it's procedure. Outraged community leaders in Grand Rapids are demanding reform after 5 African American youths aged between 12 and 14 years were held at gunpoint for no justifiable reason as they walked home from playing basketball. Video of the incident shows a number of Grand Rapids Police Department patrol cars descended on the scene, as officers point loaded weapons at the youths, order them to the ground, and eventually place them each in handcuffs after a vague call to dispatch suggested a large fight in the area, and the possibility a teen was in possession of a gun. None of the young teens in question were armed. Now they're saying they don't like the police, Ikeshia Quinn, mother of 2 of the teens, told Wood TV, intimating the boys did not feel ambivalent toward law enforcement until this traumatic incident. They don't want to be involved with the police. They should have been approached differently because they are young boys. They had basketballs in their hands. Although Grand Rapids Police Chief David Rahinsky and Mayor Rosalind Bliss have since apologized for officers' handling of the situation, fallout from the March 24 incident continues. A statement released Wednesday by local police union leaders further exacerbated tensions between community leaders who feel that if this incident represents standard protocol, change is imperative, and officers who see nothing of concern. Local NAACP President Clee Jackson told local NBC News affiliate, Wood TV, if this is protocol, in terms of how you detain and treat teens and youth, then there probably needs to be a change in that protocol. The Grand Rapids Police Officers Association and Grand Rapids Police Command Officers Association beg to differ, explaining in their joint statement, as cited by Wood TV. When we get a 911 call that says there is a group of people acting suspiciously and that there may be weapons involved, we respond immediately, prepared to keep innocent citizens from being harmed. Our training kicks in and we follow the law and are experienced to face down any possible situation. Sometimes that includes the takedown of people, and tragically, it may include drawing and discharging our weapons. That is what police do, at our own risk, so that we can all live in a place that is relatively safe and secure. Dispatch received a call about a group of around 100 youths involved in a fight in the area, one of whom had cleaved from the melee with a smaller group was alleged to be carrying a firearm. But the description given of a teen dressed all in black, vague to the point of uselessness, left a dearth of critical information which could have prevented 5 unarmed kids from the shock of police training loaded guns directly at them. We have to exercise due diligence if we come across someone matching that description, Grand Rapids Police Sergeant Terry Dixon told Wood TV last week. In this case, it appears they matched the description, but the gun, they didn't have one. That's unfortunate. That is something that should be in dialogue, but as far as the actions of the police officer, they did nothing wrong. Community leaders accuse Grand Rapids Police of systemic racism and startlingly different treatment by law enforcement in encounters with white and black civilians. Police unions and officials say issues of racism and equality go beyond control of police. We are in the unenviable position of having to encounter people in the worst of situations, which gets attention from the public on various levels, the union statement continues. We cannot crawl into the hearts of minds of people. If we could, in an effort to make things equal and safe for everyone, we would make every effort to do so. In reality, that's not our job. What constitutes policing in America seems up for debate, as the state has for years bestowed surplus and used military equipment to virtually any department in the country who asks nicely, the result of which is an unofficial military in small-town USA, and decimated relations between law enforcement and civilians. And incidents like this one, in which a tiny group of black teenagers were treated as if they'd committed murder. In fact, for police to respond as they did for a report of mere possession of a firearm evinces perhaps the most significant contributor to the issue of police violence. Boot camp style training instills in officers' minds that everyone is the enemy until proven otherwise. Thousands have been killed by police under highly questionable circumstances, and it is that approach which is arguably at the root of blame. Police, however, have attempted to shirk responsibility for their actions, blaming their acts of violence on increased public scrutiny of misconduct, often proffering the tiresome excuse you have to be an officer to understand the occupation, and harpooning the widespread movement to film even benign encounters to hold officers accountable. Rather than taking responsibility for their wrongdoing, offering compromise, or alleviating community relations through understanding and outreach, the two unions blasted the public for distrust and instead pompously lamented police officers are the actual victims. Those videos, which typically only capture the last few minutes of an incident between an individual or individuals and police, have been used to create a cop-hating segment of the public, the two ostensibly professional organizations stated. The result has been a constant barrage of complaints and demonstrations that question the professionalism, intent, and integrity of our police command staff and our line officers. We say enough. This petulance and perpetual victimhood, so common in departments nationwide, forgets officers could just walk away and choose an occupation better suited to the sensitive and easily offended. Were police unions more intent on actual palliatives to civilian police hostilities, which, incidentally, would vastly improve officer safety, they would examine training options and work toward combating bigotry in their departments, rather than dismissing such problems as too societally embedded to even bother the attempt. Link Up, a local leadership organization, issued a statement in response to the unions, reading in part. Link Up maintains that the current policies and procedures of the police department are the fundamental cause of the incident on March 24, that they highlight a structure that increases mistrust and fear between the community and police officers, that such a structure hurts both the police and the community, and, as such, there need to be changes to that structure. The community's willingness to articulate how the structure is failing large segments of our community and contributing to the racial disparities in our city does not threaten the safety of police officers, silence on this structure does. To wit, despite the chief's apology for the incident itself, officers involved have yet to apologize to the 5 innocent teenagers. Further evidence, to leaders like Jackson, of the civilian law enforcement rift, and failure to bridge it. That's just, to us, the humane thing to do, Jackson said of individual apologies. It's simple. The issue is not about having bad police officers, Link Up Executive Director Jeremy Daru explained. The issue is there's a protocol in place that is causing significant damage to the relationship between the people and the police department. He added, no community can be safe and be effective for all people without strong relationships between both the police and the community, and that's what we really want to make sure happens from this incident.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Sheriff County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's say actually yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it, 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt-free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, if I got, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.